Hello, this is Pavel from Runway Sideways, and today's Sideways Daily is on the topic of HTTPS, secure protocol for your PBN. Would you consider this as an important step to implement HTTPS for your PBN, or it's not an important factor nowadays, so you would ignore it, like at least for now? Will HTTPS make your PBN safer, or it's not really important? Google started mentioning HTTPS as a major ranking factor several years ago, but yet themselves confirmed that it's a very lightweight factor. So meaning, so it wasn't really drastically affecting the ranking overall. And we'll understand why. Years ago, only fraction of the internet traffic was encrypted. So a lot of large sites, well-established sites, new sites were running without HTTPS. So when you change the factor for that is implemented only on the fraction of the sites, you can impact like very large percent of the ranking, overall ranking. But over time, situation is changing. More and more sites are implementing HTTPS, so it's becoming a norm rather than an exception. So if we go to the Search Engine Journal article from December 2016, 3 months ago, where they list all top search ranking factor of 2016, and scroll down, here's technical factors. Over 45% of pages in the top 20 results are encrypted using HTTPS, up 12% from last year. So it becoming a norm. So more and more of the traffic is encrypted. So only the same way as you probably need to update your site with the content to show that your site is in the general pack of sites being updated. The same way you want your PBN to look like a regular site that is keeping up with the trends. And the trend is moving toward HTTP. Even if you're not looking to rank your PBN, because usually just HTTPS mentioned in the context of ranking. Although you should rank your PBN because this is the single only indicator of authority we have from Google. If your PBN is ranking for your niche keywords, it means it's safe and authority PBN. Well, 45% it's still less than half, so that it probably will be growing the value of the HTTPS implemented, but still not a major determining factor. Situation might change this year because of the like snowball growing implementation of the free certificates. So you remember times when the certificate was cost a fortune. So then the price is going down, it's getting more affordable, but still, implementation of the certificate requires at least technical knowledge. Free certificates will change the picture completely within the year. So the number of sites that will implement HTTPS will grow drastically, and for that reason alone, you want to keep up with the rest of the internet and move your PBN to HTTPS. Luckily, we don't need to spend any more. So to buy certificate for dozens or hundreds of sites you have, so they now are free. So the only cost it is to implement your certificate for all your blogs, all over different hosting. If you have hostings, you see that more and more of them are implementing one or another way of automation, automated way of issuing security certificate. So the same we did with Sideways. Now all of those questions, whether you should implement HTTPS for your PBN or not, is in the past. So if you want, so we implemented in Sideways one single click HTTPS enforced configuration. So let me show how you do this. So if I go to the one of the network I have, let's say this, and pick this site. Here's the preview of the site. Regular blog. You can see that it uses enforces WW and uses non-secure protocol. So if I go to hosting, and undeploy the site, you can see option to enforce SSL. So enforce HTTPS, that's it, that's simple. So if you decide that you want to move your PBN blog to using HTTPS, the only thing you need to check this box, update configuration, and deploy again. Everything you need will be done automatically on the background by Sidewiz. So we issue a certificate, we copy it on the hosting, we configure your site to use HTTPS. Everything will be done automatically. So the only thing you need to just click enforce HTTPS, and let's check. I just refreshed, and you can see that it's secure and using HTTPS. That's simple. So the site uses HTTPS, it's secure, and more important, it's only took me 15 seconds to move my site to over using HTTPS. So the same you can do for your PBN. There is no, like, if you have any arguments against of using HTTPS, like say this is not a major factor, or of course the cost was the major stopping factor to move SEO properties to over HTTPS. Nobody wants to spend even like $15-20 per domain. If you have 100 domains, there will be major change in the price for hosting so many sites using HTTPS. Now with the free certificates, you can do it with no extra charge, and with Sidewiz you can do it with one single click. Undeploy, enforce HTTPS, deploy back, and enjoy your site being secure using HTTPS. Again, so would you consider this? The single reason why you consider this is to keep up with the general trend of moving sites to use over HTTPS. So why would you use Google Analytics tag on your site, even if you're not using Google Analytics, to show that you are like in the 60% of the sites that using Google Analytics, white side of the white side of the internet that uses Google Analytics. Why would you use HTTPS for your PBN? Just to get out of pack that is just living in the small of the fraction of the net that does not implement HTTPS. That's all. So as I said, the functionality is pretty simple, and you will spend like fraction of the time. I showed you how to use and why you should use HTTPS. Thank you for watching. Thank you for using Sidewiz. As always, just send me email, pavel@rankwiz.com, or just reply to our Facebook group, and I'll be happy to assist you should you have any questions. Thank you and have a good day.